Hello, welcome to GeekyHiJynx, home of the Mischief Makers, and today we're looking at Uncharted.
Oh my god!
I shouldn't have come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
What?
Oh, crap!
Exclusively in movie theaters.
So guys, before I go into Uncharted the movie review, I'm going to talk about the Uncharted games and what they mean to me. But before I go into any of that, well, what is this film about? So we join Nathan and Sully on their quest to find this lost treasure, trying to avoid villains that are chasing them along the way to claim it for themselves, and trying to find Nathan Drake's lost long brother who's gone missing. So there's a lot going on in this film. So I've played every single one of these games, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the added-on game, I forget what it's called now, but it's with the Chloe character. But anyway, I love these games. I love the characters, love Nathan Drake, Sully, love them all. I love the world, the adventures, the puzzles, the action. Some of the best gaming I've played in my entire life, to the point I was going to get a tattoo on this arm because in this one I've got God of War, and that side I was going to get Uncharted thing with the pirate ship and the coin and the ring, the whole lot. Loved them. So hearing there's going to be a film based on these games, I was excited and worried because the ideal casting choice is Nathan Fillion. And if no one's seen it on YouTube, Nathan Fillion does this short Uncharted movie. It's great, check it out because it's so accurate, it's a joke. And then the casting news was released and it was sad times all around. Just as sad as finding out Charlie Day was going to play Luigi. But that's a story for a different day. So finding out Tom Holland was going to be Nathan Drake wasn't good because for me, Tom Holland, from what I've seen him in, has none of the qualities that Nathan Drake has in the game. For one, he's very young. Two, I've not seen Tom Holland have that almost roguish, charming, fun side that we've seen in actors like Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones. And Mark Wahlberg as Sully. I love Mark Wahlberg, but my god, could you look any different than Sully? And having seen Mark Wahlberg in his films, I couldn't see him portraying a character like Sully. And then they released set pictures and trailers, and even though they looked like the films, as in the settings and the adventure side of things, when I watched the trailer, I still wasn't convinced because I wasn't getting what I've been playing for years of my life. But, you know, I've been wrong before. So I wasn't going to this movie blind. Zero expectations. So what did I think? But I'm going to say right off the bat, I really enjoyed this film. So after my casting issues, not being impressed by the set photos or the trailers, I was very, very impressed with this film. As a video game adaptation goes, it's one of the best. It's actually really, really good. Can't believe I'm actually saying this. But one thing you need to know going in is its video game logic. So in that respect, it's extremely faithful. And those that believe physics are a thing, you're going to kill yourselves because physics in this world, it's like flat earth theory. It doesn't exist. Now, my favourite thing about this movie, believe it or not, was Tom Holland as Nathan Drake and Mark Wahlberg as Sully, because the chemistry they have was great. I like their relationship, the camaraderie. I really bought into that. They are nothing like the video game characters. We have to let that go. I love the games. I love the games. But this is the movie version of those characters. And let's be honest, unless it's animated and the original voice actors come back, we're not going to get an exact carbon copy of these characters. So for what I got, I was happy. Now there are going to be some hardcore Uncharted fans who are going to hate this. But for me, they had the spirit of Nathan Drake. They had the spirit of Sully. So overall, I was happy. You also have Antonio Banderas as generic villain number 251. He was in this. Nothing special. He was okay. But, you know, okay, whatever. And then you got the character of Chloe, forget the actress's name, but she was pretty good. She was exactly like Chloe from the game, so it's a weird one. You got one who's really accurate, and then two that are kind of accurate, but not really. Then you got other characters that I think are new to the games. I'm not too sure. One of them was cool. Antonio Banderas, not so much. And I have to mention one thing. None of you are going to get this unless you play the games. But there is a cameo, which no one will know. But I'm going to say it. It's not a spoiler either. There's a scene where there's a dude on a sunbed talking to Nathan Drake. If you want to know who that guy is, just ask me in the comments and I'll let you know. But if you've played the games, you'll know. but if you haven't played the games, just ask me and I'll tell you who he was. Now, talking about the video games, this movie is like a meglamesh of all the games. So it's got like parts of the last game, parts of the third, so a lot of the action sequences, like with the plane, is from the third game, I think. And then you got like the main quest of the fourth game in this movie. So it's like it takes bits and pieces of all of them, makes them one, which is fine. But if they're doing sequels, which I hope there are, what are you going to do next? You can take another iconic scene with another storyline from the games, or you can do something brand new. I hope it's something brand new. Because as cool as the action sequences were, they weren't like the game. Because the game, for me, is the closest you're going to get to being an action adventure film. They're amazing, like the scene in Madagascar, which they are going to include in the films. With a jeep being chased by all these other jeeps with gun turrets on the top. Insanity, that part of the game. But for me, you don't get that same adrenaline. It's like watching a very large cutscene. So for me, the locations are good, but in the games they're beautiful. Like for me, you go to Barcelona, you go to the Philippines, you go here, there, and everywhere, and it's cool. And you go to like underground locations doing puzzles, which are very video game-like at times, which made me smile. But I haven't got that sense of, you know what? Like they are an Uncharted game, but they haven't got the scope of an Uncharted game. Also, if you watched the trailer, I'm so sorry they gave away so much. I watched one trailer, the first one. They gave even like there's a mid-credit scene, by the way. Stick around for the mid-credit scene. That's in the trailer, by the way, because you're waiting for that certain scene to come up in the film. You're like, where are you? And then they show it. And it's like, oh my god, this was in the trailer. So stay away from the trailers if you can, because they give away loads, like shockingly loads. Like how little faith does Sony have in this? They got to show everything to bring you in. Like, less is more. Now, regards to originality and bringing something new to the table, we've seen this in the Tomb Raider films, we've seen this in National Treasure, in Indiana Jones, we've seen similar themes. So they don't bring anything new to the table, but what they do bring new to the table, I Am a Robot, is they bring Nathan Drake and Sully to the table. Their chemistry, their characters, make this film a new experience in this action adventure world. So generally, guys, come the end, I wanted a sequel. I definitely want a sequel. There definitely will be a sequel, trust me on that one. And with that said, they have time to do better CGI and green screen, because some of the scenes with CGI and green screen, you're just like, wow, I could do better. Like literally, some of the scenes look like this.
Help me, I'm falling.
Essentially, guys, this is a film that's just easygoing and easy to watch. It's a proper popcorn movie, that's the best way to describe it. It's got some fun characters, good banter, some twists and turns, some great action set pieces. Maybe not the most original action adventure film in the world, but it's still a really fun one. And I just checked Rotten Tomatoes, and it's got 38%. It does not deserve 38% because that's people just bombing it because they're fans of the games. You gotta let it go, guys. Just let it go. Has Frozen taught us nothing? Because even though I'm a huge fan of the games, you just gotta separate the two. We love the games, we have the games, we can play them whenever we want. This is the movies. They didn't butcher the characters, they didn't do anything wrong with the lore, they're just creating a new way of looking at the games, so which I can deal with. So on that note, I'm gonna give Uncharted 4 out of 5 Geeky Coins. So guys, that was my review of Uncharted. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it a snooze fest or the greatest film you've ever seen? Come right to the comments to let me know, because I genuinely am interested. If you'd like this video, drop me those likes because it always does help. But until next time, stay out of trouble.